Hey there, Brian Fitzgerald here with O'Rourke Hospitality Marketing. I want to do a quick video today about websites and how to know when you might need a new website. We talk with folks all the time, and sometimes it's hard to figure out exactly when you might need a new website. So we're going to talk about a few things here today that are more design related. So one of the areas that might help dictate that you need a new website is if your current website is not really feeling modern and really keeping up with the trends that we see in the web design space and for hotel web design. And so I'm going to talk about the top 5 things. There's many different considerations, but these would be the top 5 design features that your site should probably have at this point. The first is video. So you can see here, this is an example of a site. Video is a great way, very immersive, great way to differentiate yourself, great way to communicate a lot of things in a very short period of time. So if you're trying to articulate your room product, your food and beverage offerings, your meetings and events, there's almost no better way to do that other than a little 30-second clip when somebody first comes to the homepage. Another example here. Again, it can just be a series of clips that are strung together, and it gives that user, right when they get to your site, that immersive feel, and really they can begin immediately to understand what your property is like and what you're selling. So number 1 is video. Number 2 is what we call the broken grid. And so for many years, the trend has been to have your site be very grid based, and by a grid we mean lots of blocks and boxes. Could be several squares that are all lined up together, or several combinations of squares and rectangles, things that are very uniform and very much in lockstep. The trend now is sort of moved away from that to what we're calling the broken grid. And you can see this here, where as I scroll through it, nothing's really lined up. Nothing is really uniform. These images don't line up. The text doesn't line up with any other text. This does a couple of things. It allows things to breathe. You'll notice in this example there's a lot of white space. It's refreshing. It lets things breathe. And so this is the trend in the direction that a lot of sites have moved in. You'll see, again, things not lining up. You'll see things that are layered. So one box that's overlaying another box to create some depth to the design. And so this is another trend. So the broken grid would be number 2. Number 3 is the use of custom graphics. This is another example, again, where you can see the broken grid. But you can see this use of this woman, this graphic that's been hand drawn. As I scroll through, there's some others here. There's another graphic of a man. There's this custom graphic pattern. So custom graphics, custom patterns, and utilizing those in your design is number 3. Number 4 is the use of typography. So font online has come a long way over the years. You'll see we really have no limits with the use of font now, and so you can see this is more of a typeface that matches this in this case this restaurant's brand. And so sort of playful fonts. You can see the use of patterns here, custom patterns and graphics again. Here's another example of a more fun and playful font that really matches the feel and vibe of this restaurant. So that's number 4, custom graphics and patterns. And then lastly is what more generally people call micro interactions. So a micro interaction is something subtle, could be something playful, but it's a little tip to the user to let them know that what they're doing is right. And so it can be as simple as a mouse over effect, right? The colors changing. Something that we're seeing a lot more of now is as I scroll, you'll see things sort of fly and move in subtly. And so as I'm scrolling here, that image appears. Micro interaction could be this parallax effect here, where this layer goes up over that layer. This is to subtly let the user know that by scrolling, they're doing the right thing. They're going in the right direction. There's more for them to learn about. And so this, again, number 5 would be micro interactions. These subtle things with the site that let the user know that they're in the right place and doing the right thing. So again, those are kind of the top 5 design trends that we're seeing in the hotel space. And if you're thinking about a new website or would like our thoughts on how these trends might apply to you, please do get in touch. We'd be happy to help you out.